Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. It's another day, another dollar, another match preview. And is it an optimistic one? Unfortunately, no. So if you're expecting, sunshine and rainbows up in here after what we've seen from Chelsea recently, then you can switch off now and save yourself some time. Because we got to be real and we got to be honest, haven't we? We're now looking forward to this fixture against Brighton. Chelsea versus Brighton at home. On paper, if I read this on paper, Chelsea versus Brighton. Realistically, we'd be looking at this going, 2-0 win. Calm. Light work. Maybe not even light work. All right, now you know what? They might give it a go. Right, Brighton, they might come and give it a go, but we'll be too strong for them. Long gone are those days. Long gone are those days, Long gone are those days. Unbelievable where we are right now. And we come off the back of a performance like we saw in Madrid. And we have Brighton, who albeit are in the form of their lives. And when I say that, I mean in the context of the season and where they are in the Premier League table. They are having the campaign that they will remember for years and years to come right now. They are in contention for European football. They are where, realistically, we should be at the bare minimum. But we're not. We're in 11th. we're top of the league of the bottom half of the table. If you see from 11th down, we're top. Unbelievable. When you take it into consideration, right? And where Chelsea are right now, we're sitting in 11th, 6 points in front of Crystal Palace. These games, right, are not only just must win. I'm seeing a lot of Chelsea fans going, our season's over, that's it, write it off, right? And I agree, write it off, as in we won't remember this season ever again. Like, it's in the gutter, right? I agree. But there's a lot of people looking at this game now, after what happened in Madrid, and are going, nah, you know what? Let's change up the whole team. Let's bring up the kids from the academy. Let's do all of that. If we were sitting comfortably in 11th, right, I'd say, we got nothing to lose. Why not? Might as well. These are basically friendlies from now on. We're not even there. We're not even in the situation where we can go, nah, you know what? These games are friendlies. We actually have to look over our shoulders. We actually have to look back and go, they're not that far behind. I can't believe I'm saying this for a Chelsea match preview here. I was actually thinking of coming on here, and when I was going to give my starting 11 was to tell you guys, you know what, in goal, Petr Cech, left back, Ashley Cole, centre back, we're going JT, right back, got a little bit of a tug of war between Ivanovic and maybe Azpilicueta at his prime. In midfield, we're going Essien, Lampard and Ballack. Up top, we're going Didier Drogba up top. I wanted to maybe do that just to maybe have a little bit of moment of feeling good about talking Chelsea. Because it's been so long. We have to understand there are teams above our shoulders, right? There are teams above our shoulders, and when you look at the fixture list and the teams that we have to play, we got to play. Actually, you know what? Let me actually bring it up. So we got Brighton, right, and then we got Real Madrid, and then we got Manchester United, and then we got Brentford at home, who are above us, and then we got Arsenal, top of the league, away, and then we got Bournemouth. You'd think we'd win that. Anyway. And then we got Nottingham Forest. You'd think we'd win that. But then we got Manchester City and we finished the season against Newcastle. If anyone actually thinks that, no, it's fine, it's all right, we can just play the kids because it's okay. Albeit, maybe if we play the kids, maybe they'll give us a little bit of heart. But we have to not be a bit stupid here, right? We have to be... It's difficult to say because these players that are playing right now are not even showing enough. But we have to go with what we know. We just have to. We have to. There's no choice. If not, if we do lose points like we expect we're going to lose points, Palace might catch us, right? And if Palace catch us, then Wolves catch us, West Ham catch us, Bournemouth catch us, maybe Leeds catch us. Then we are in a relegation scrap at that point, albeit it's very, 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 very unlikely that we're going to end up in 18th, right? It's not going to happen. But it would be stupid to think that we can't end up 15th. You know, it's possible. This is why tomorrow against Brighton is a must-win. A lot of people, I'm going back to the original point, a lot of people are going, it's fine, it's a write-off, play the kids, blah, blah. Like, no, we have to win this. We actually have to win this game. And if we don't, oh my God. Now, what do I genuinely expect? I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not expecting much. I'm telling you guys it's a must-win. I'm saying it on what I feel the players and the team and the manager and the squad and the club need to be thinking it as and how they should be approaching it as. But us as fans, we don't have any power. We can't come on here and go, yeah, no, you know what, we can't do what Todd Bowley tried to do. 3-0 win. Standard. 3-0. Yeah, light work. How? I don't know. 3-0, isn't it? It's a 3-0 win. That's going to happen. This is going to happen. That's where we are. We don't have any influence of what actually happens on the pitch. So we can talk and say whatever the hell we want. Doesn't make a difference. Does not make a difference. Whether you're completely ultra positive or you think we're going to get battered 5-0. It does not make a difference. You can just be as genuine and real as possible. And you have to be honest that right now, tomorrow, against Brighton, Chelsea fans are not confident. Overall, we are not confident. And for the first time, I actually looked at the predictions that are given by like BBC, Chris Sutton, and a few of the other pundits for other broadcasters. And for the first time, I actually see them lot expecting Chelsea to lose at home against a team like Brighton. Chris Sutton predicted, I think, 2-1 loss tomorrow. Brighton win. And that's where we are. And I can see that happening. I can completely see that happening. Now, I may be speaking a little bit emotional right now because it's Chelsea, isn't it? It's the club we love. It hurts to see us like this, right? This is ridiculous. This is stupid. This is actually stupid now. But I still am on the vibe of the only vibe that I can see right now. Actually, talking about vibes, I will tell you one thing very shortly. But ultimately, we don't expect much, and I think what I've said in prior games is to just don't expect anything. Just take it easy. Don't expect much. If we lose tomorrow, we lose because it's expected. It's expected. If we win, great. Fantastic. Finally, we've scored goals for one, let alone actually get a win. Because we've not scored a goal in 4 matches. That's the first time that's happened in 30 years. 30 years. The year I came onto this planet, right, was the last time that happened at this club. Like, that's how I see it anyway. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Now, talking about vibes, I'm still trying to catch a vibe, right? Now, if you do want vibes, I know someone that does bring vibes, right? And he brought vibes yesterday. Go over to Matisse's channel after you are done with this and go and watch our All You Can Eat Chelsea, or as Matisse labelled it, All You Cannot Eat Chelsea for the very first time, because right now we can't eat a dinner, let alone score a goal. Angry Rant Man popped up halfway through and he came on and he brought the vibes. He actually brought the vibes. So make sure you catch that episode on Matisse's channel, M-A-H. And yeah, you can catch the chaos that ensued when Angry Rant Man came on. Shout out Angry Rant Man because he was absolutely fantastic, phenomenal. So now talking about tomorrow, and if we're going to go in depth into a game that we all expect to do badly, and it's insane. Frank Lampard came out and said that there's going to be opportunity for players that haven't played lately to get a game, which is, I guess, fair. He's saying the ones that are, showing in training are the ones that are going to, deserve to play. Ultimately, fair, I guess. I do want to say right now that may be the correct thing to do. But at a top club, that's not the correct or only way that you analyse who should play or who should not. Because you get players that are crap in training, right? You get players that are rubbish, they're lazy, but they have to play. They have to play. Because they're that good, So just basing it on training alone shouldn't be be all and end all. But right now, no one's showing anything. So I guess we just have to go to who's performing in training. You deserve to play. Show me something. So Frank Lampard, on that aspect, is probably doing the only thing that he could possibly do. Brighton come into this with no injuries. They come into this on form. If we look at Brighton in the league, which I've not mentioned as of yet, they are currently sitting 7th. Behind Aston Villa and Tottenham, but they do have 2 games in hand. They are on 28 games as of, Aston Villa, Tottenham have already played 30. And Brighton are only 1 point behind Villa and are currently 7 behind Tottenham. But those 2 games in hand, they might end up 1 point behind Tottenham if they do win those 2 games. So right now they're ahead of Liverpool, having played one less. Liverpool played one more. They're looking fantastic. De Zerbi has them doing brilliant things at Brighton. They're playing very, very good football. And they're not just that, but they're efficient. They're efficient. Defensively, they're solid. Offensively, Mitoma is on the form of his life. God forbid what he's going to do tomorrow. Oh, my God. But they don't have any injuries. They've got, I think, Tarek Lamptey, who's still out. He's the only one. He wasn't expected to show up anyway. And the only other player that might not be able to play is Levi Colwill because he's playing against us. And he can't do that because he's on loan from us and we're his parent club. So he's not going to feature. Apart from that, everyone else is available, including McAllister, who's hit the headlines lately because apparently all the clubs want him, including us. So that's it. Apart from that, everyone's available for Brighton. So I'm expecting a very strong performance from Brighton tomorrow. And I'm expecting a very, very hard day at the bridge for us. For us, everyone should be available except Koulibaly. Koulibaly's out of a hamstring. He's going to be out for a few weeks. And apart from that, I think Thiago Silva will get rested. Albeit he came off against Madrid. And I don't think he's going to play because we need him for the return leg. Chilwell, who got sent off, is obviously fit and he'll probably play this one. And Badiashile can come back for selection because he's available for the Premier League, let alone not the Champions League. So apart from that, no, everyone else should be available and ready to go. So if we're talking about the team, here's what I would do tomorrow. Here is my starting 11. This is what I would do. Right, now we know Mendy's going to get an opportunity tomorrow, 100%. It was even alluded to in the press conference that, Mendy could be getting an opportunity. So I expect Mendy to play, Kepa to get a break, and Mendy to get a chance to prove himself under Frank Lampard, who he's played under before. Frank Lampard was the one with Petr Cech to get him to Chelsea in the first place. So I don't expect that to be... I expect that to be a factor, and I expect Mendy to start. The back 3, stick with a back 3, please. I'm already seeing talk of going to a back 4. Listen, do you want us to get even more exposed? No, man. A back 4 works when you've got the correct personnel. Right now, we don't even have the confidence, let alone the personnel, or for us to remain solid and not concede. We ain't scoring goals. So we need to be as solid and as efficient as we possibly can, and we have to go to what we know. We can't go to a 3-5-2. That's just too defensive. We're not going to score goals that way. You're playing on the counter-attack. If you actually have players that can counter, great. But we need to go to a 3-4-3. It's the only way we know, and it's the only way that provides us some sort of balance defensively and defensively equally, right? So right now, I think that's the best way to go. We've got Reece James and Shaw available. They're playing on the wing back, so 3-4-3. The back 3, I would go with Fofana, who should play. Badiashile at left centre back, please. Please, now I'm just begging for it, please. If he's not playing tomorrow, I swear it's a war crime, right? I never thought I'd say that since Graham Potter had left. So, yeah. Chalobah in the middle. Thiago Silva rested. Koulibaly injured. Chalobah comes in, takes the central position. He done that for Thomas Tuchel, if you remember, and he was very, very good in that role. So, for one game, Chalobah in that middle role, I would absolutely do. Midfield, Enzo Kante, them two only, no one else, right? I think that's fair. I think that's the best you're going to get in a pivot. Kovacic is playing horrifically. Enzo alongside Kante, let them thrive, let them breathe, let them calibrate, let them do what they got to do together. And then the front three, I would wing this with players that I feel like need a chance and do deserve to have an opportunity and have attributes that we may be able to use. Madueke on the right-hand side absolutely deserves an opportunity, right? Mudryk on the left-hand side absolutely deserves an opportunity. They got speed, they got pace. They can come at players, they can take on players, they can dribble, and they can cause some sort of danger. Now, the confidence is low, but that's across the board. So we might as well use them and see what happens, right? Felix up top, because I would take off Havertz in the bin. With all due respect, in the bin. I wouldn't mind seeing Fofana. I mean, Datro Fofana, the Ivorian Fofana, play tomorrow. But that would be, I think, too experimental for our liking. And like I said earlier on, we need to win. We need a result. So the one player who's actually been getting the ball in those areas and actually been having chances in those areas, even if he has to create it himself, is João Felix. Now, João Felix hasn't been great. Let's be honest. He needs to be able to have output. He needs to be able to bury. But right now, in terms of any player that I look at that has the most chance of doing something, is João Felix as a false nine. Look, we're struggling with strikers, so screw it. Throw the striker away. Go to a false nine. Incorporate the others and have a false nine. Move as a block, come back as a block. Have a false nine. Get someone that will link up the other two and someone that can go forward and create himself. Have a false nine. João Felix, I think, is our only hope in that role. As I've said, aside from actually playing Fofana or Aubameyang if we were to go to an all-out striker. So that's what I would do. That's my 11. I say that with the least optimism that I've ever had. So there we are. That's my starting 11. If I'm going to a prediction, man, I hate these now. I hate giving you guys predictions. I have to do it and I'm not going to lie. But because I'm not going to lie, I hate doing it. Because we have to be honest. Are you expecting a Chelsea win tomorrow? Are you? A lot of you right now, there may be a few of you going, yeah. And I know where you're coming from because Chelsea till you die, right? Like, you know, proper Chelsea. I get that. And I feel it. And I respect it. But I guess that's the only hope that we have as fans, right? Come on, Chelsea. That's it. But realistically, when you're analysing this and we're looking at it for what it is, Brighton are picking up 3 points tomorrow, aren't they? They are. They're on great form. De Zerbi has them playing properly. De Zerbi is acting like a proper manager. This team's acting like proper players. They've got an actual system. They are defending well. They're attacking well. They've got a player like Mitoma on absolute form. They've got a player in McAllister who can absolutely dominate a midfield. They've got everything that they need to come to the bridge and take 3 points. So, look, my honest prediction, I'll give you my honest prediction. Yeah, I'm going to be real here. Do Chelsea even score? I'd like to think Chelsea score. I'd like to think that it can't go on. 4 games without a goal. Surely the 5th we score. We score a goal, surely. So I'm expecting us to score. But you know what? I think a 2-1 loss is fair. I think Chris Sutton is correct. Chris Sutton has it nailed on. I don't think Brighton... Surely they don't get 3. Surely not. So I'm going... This is depressing. I'm going Chelsea 1, Brighton 2. Can't believe I've said that. Ultimately, look, a draw 1-1 is realistic as well. Would I be disappointed in that? No. What have Chelsea done to us? What have Chelsea actually done to us, man? This is horrible. This is horrible. End this season, man. End the season. Look, I'm done. Look, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow after it's all said and done. Yeah. Match review here. Catch what I have to say. Let's see what damage happens. And yeah, it's a shame we ain't got Graham Potter for this, though, although it might be a blessing in disguise. Maybe even for him. Because if Brighton rocked up to the bridge and beat him, he'd probably want to throw himself off a cliff. So you know what? He's at home. He can watch his own derby from his living room with his feet up on the telly. So Graham Potter, enjoy the game. And as for us, look, as I've said, I'll see all of you tomorrow after it's all said and done. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. Leave me your predictions, your scores, your teams in the comment section below. How do you see it going down, honestly? And I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you lot then. Take care. And peace.